Stripes are a naturally bold design element that can be manipulated with dramatic effect. This week, we're going to show you how you can actually bend stripes in a fabric by sunburst pleating a circle skirt. The illusion of bending stripes doesn't actually require pleating, but the pleating itself gives a much more dramatic effect. This method will work with just about any circle skirt pattern. I will be demonstrating on 3 variations from our Pixie Faire catalog. Keeper's Dolly Duds 1950s Circle Swirl pattern has a wide circle skirt that is gathered into the waistline of the dress for added fullness. The Forever 18 inches Not for Knits circle skirt has a more fitted waistline, which gives it a little bit different shape. So Urban's Handkerchief Skirt is a circle skirt where the hemline is cut into a square. The materials you'll need include the fabric and notions from your pattern's material list, a piece of thin cardboard like from the back of a notebook or a cereal box, a ruler, a fine line permanent marker, a push pin, freezer paper, enough to cover the entire skirt when laid flat, scissors, iron, and fabric starch. Use your preferred commercial starch or homemade version to lightly starch your skirt fabric. Assemble your circle skirt following the pattern instructions. This includes any hemming, stay stitching, gathering stitches, or facings that can be done before attaching the skirting to the bodice or waistband. One edge needs to be left open as this makes it easier to pleat. For the handkerchief skirt, I needed to add a cut line at the back of the skirt. For nice crisp pleats that hold their shape, it is important to treat your fabric with fabric starch. Dip or spray your circle skirt thoroughly with your preferred fabric starch. Then, lay the skirt flat on a towel, smoothing out as many wrinkles as possible, and allow it to completely air dry. While your skirt is drying, make your sunburst pleating template. Measure the diameter of your skirt and cut a piece of freezer paper large enough to cover the entire skirt. If the freezer paper isn't wide enough, you can fuse pieces of freezer paper together by overlapping the pieced edges of the freezer paper plastic side down by about 1/2 inch and pressing with a hot iron. Do not use steam and do not use tape, as the tape will melt during the pleating process. Measure the diameter of your skirt to find the radius, which is 1/2 the diameter, and cut a 3/4 inch wide strip of cardboard that is at least 1 inch longer than the radius to make a scriber. Use a push pin to poke a hole about 1/2 inch from one end of the scriber. This will be the pivot point. Measuring from the pivot point, mark your scriber at 3/4 inch, 2 inches, 7 inches, and the length of the radius of your skirt. Use a thumbtack to poke a hole through each mark. You will be using the thumbtack to hold the scriber in place at the pivot point while you work, so be sure your working surface is protected with a cutting mat or a thin piece of cardboard. With the paper side facing up, tape the corners of your freezer paper to your working surface. Push the thumbtack through the pivot point and position it on the freezer paper where you want the center of your template to be. Starting with the outermost hole on the scriber, poke the tip of a fine tip permanent marker through the hole. Holding the thumbtack firmly, draw the first circle. Repeat for the holes at the 7 inch and 2 inch marks. Line up a ruler with the center of the circle and use a permanent marker to draw a diameter line. This line will mark the center front and center back of your template. Position the thumbtack in the pivot point of the scriber where the diameter line intersects the 7 inch circle. Use the marker in the 3/4 inch hole to mark the position on the circle. Move the thumbtack to the mark you just made and make another mark. Continue this process until you reach the other side of the diameter line. Draw diameter lines through each mark by lining up the marks with the center of the circle. Cut out your template along the outer and inner circle lines and the center back line. Once your skirt is dry, lay it right side up and lightly press to smooth out any wrinkles. With the plastic side down, center the template over the skirt, aligning the center front. Press with the hot iron to adhere the template to the skirt. If the bottom edge of the template is too long, trim off the excess paper along the hemline so that the paper doesn't get fused together when pressing the pleats. Extra freezer paper at the waistline and back edges can be left as they usually don't pose a problem. Fan fold the skirt along the marked lines, pressing as you go. Once you have fan folded the entire skirt, take the time to press both the front and back to set the creases of the pleats. When you are finished pressing, fold up the skirt and set aside for at least 15 minutes to cool and set. Carefully peel away the template. If necessary, do some touch-up pressing to sharpen the creases. You're now finished with the pleating. Follow the instructions to finish your skirt or dress.